Hello and welcome to this video on AWS Compute Services. In this video, we will discuss the AWS Compute Services, their features, use cases, and how they contribute to cloud computing on the AWS platform. Amazon Web Services, AWS, offers a wide range of compute services for any workload, from instances and containers to serverless and edge computing. AWS provides the broadest and deepest functionality for compute, with granular control for managing your infrastructure with the choice of processors, storage, and networking. AWS Container Services offer the best choice and flexibility of services to run your containers. AWS Lambda enables you to run code in response to events from more than 150 natively integrated AWS and Software as a Service (SaaS) sources. From idea to market, faster AWS provides multiple ways to build, deploy, and get to market quickly on the latest technology. The AWS Nitro system, which is hypervisor, exclusive to AWS, enables us to rapidly innovate, which means you are EuroTMRE always building on the latest technologies. AWS offers significantly more security, compliance, and governance services and key features than the next largest cloud provider. Important point is AWS also supports more security standards and certifications than any other cloud provider, including PCI DSS, HIPAA/HITECH, FedRAMP, GDPR, FIPS 140.2, and NIST 800-171. Let's get started with a wide range of compute services for any workload, from instances and containers to serverless, hybrid, and edge computing. We will talk about is Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, EC2, a service that allows you to use virtual machines called EC2 instances in the cloud and provide scalability. You can change the amount of disk space, CPU performance, memory, etc. whenever you need. You can select the base image with the necessary pre-installed operating system, OS, such as Linux or Windows, and then configure most OS settings as well as installing custom applications. You have the root access for your Amazon EC2 instances and can create additional users. Manage everything you need and fully control your EC2 instances, including rebooting and shutting down the instance. The category of AWS EC2 web service is known as Infrastructure as a Service. AWS EC2 can be used for cloud hosting. You can deploy servers as virtual machines, instances, in the cloud. It is designed to make web-scale computing easier for developers. You can choose from a variety of instance types optimized for different use cases and workloads, such as general purpose, compute optimized, memory optimized, storage optimized, and GPU instances. You can also use Amazon EC2 Auto Scaling to automatically add or remove compute capacity to meet changes in demand, and Amazon EC2 Image Builder to build and maintain secure Linux or Windows Server images. The second service we will discuss is AWS Lambda, a computing platform that allows you to run a piece of code written on one of the supported programming languages such as Node.js, Python, Java, Go, C# and JavaScript when a trigger linked to an event is fired. You don't need to configure a virtual server and environment to run an application you have written. Just insert your program code, called Lambda function in this case, in the AWS Lambda interface, associate the Lambda function with the event and run the application in the cloud when needed, without taking care of server management and environment configuration. This way, you can focus on your application, not on server management. This is why AWS Lambda is referred to as serverless. An event after which your application is executed can be uploading a file to the Amazon S3 bucket, making changes in DynamoDB tables, getting an HTTP request to the API gateway service, etc. After configuring a function to run when an event occurs, your application will be executed automatically after each new event. As for classification, Lambda is an implementation of Function as a Service (FaaS) by Amazon. That lets you run code without provisioning or managing servers. AWS Lambda automatically scales your applications in response to incoming requests and charges you only for the compute time that you consume. You can also use AWS Lambda to build event-driven applications such as chatbots, IoT devices, and webhooks. The third service we will introduce is Amazon Elastic Container Service (ECS), a highly secure, reliable, and scalable way to run containers on AWS. Amazon ECS supports Docker containers and lets you easily run and manage them using the same APIs and tools that you use for Amazon EC2 instances. Amazon ECS also integrates with other AWS services such as Amazon ECR, Amazon CloudWatch, and AWS Fargate. You can also use Amazon ECS Anywhere to run containers on customer-managed infrastructure, and Amazon Elastic Kubernetes Service (EKS) to run Kubernetes clusters on AWS. The fourth service we will mention is AWS Fargate, a serverless compute engine for containers that works with both Amazon Elastic Container Service (ECS) and Amazon Elastic Kubernetes Service (EKS). AWS Fargate allows you to run containers without having to manage the underlying infrastructure. You simply specify the CPU and memory requirements for your containers, and AWS Fargate takes care of the rest. AWS Fargate is ideal for developers who want to run containers without having to manage the underlying infrastructure. The fifth service we will mention is AWS Elastic Beanstalk, a fully managed service that makes it easy to deploy and run web applications and services. You can simply upload your code and Elastic Beanstalk automatically handles the deployment, capacity provisioning, load balancing, and scaling. Elastic Beanstalk supports a range of popular programming languages and frameworks such as Java, .NET, Node.js, PHP, Python, Ruby, and Go. Elastic Beanstalk is ideal for developers who want to deploy and manage their web applications and services without having to worry about the underlying infrastructure. The sixth service we will present is AWS Outposts, a fully managed service that extends AWS infrastructure, services, APIs, and tools to virtually any data center, colocation space, or on-premises facility for a truly consistent hybrid experience. With AWS Outposts, you can use the same AWS APIs, control plane, tools, and hardware on-premises as in the AWS cloud to deliver a truly consistent hybrid experience. AWS Outposts is ideal for workloads that require low-latency access to on-premises systems, local data processing, or local data storage, and regulatory compliance. The seventh service we will showcase is Amazon Lightsail, a service that provides an easy way to launch and manage virtual private servers, VPS, in the cloud. It is designed to be simple, affordable, and accessible to anyone who needs a VPS. Amazon Lightsail provides a range of pre-configured virtual machines with different operating systems, such as Linux and Windows, and applications, such as WordPress and Lambda. You can also create your own custom virtual machines with the necessary software and configurations. It also integrates with other AWS services, such as Amazon RDS, Amazon S3, and Amazon CloudFront. Amazon Lightsail is ideal for small businesses, developers, and students who need a low-cost and easy-to-use VPS. The eighth service we will explain is AWS App Runner, a fully managed service that makes it easy for developers to quickly deploy containerized web applications and APIs at scale and with no prior infrastructure experience required. Start with your source code or a container image, and App Runner builds and deploys your application automatically. You don't need to worry about the underlying infrastructure, such as compute, load balancing, and scaling. AWS App Runner is ideal for developers who want to focus on their application code and not on infrastructure management. The ninth service we will describe is AWS Batch, a fully managed service that enables you to run batch computing workloads on the AWS cloud. AWS Batch automatically provisions compute resources and optimizes the workload distribution based on the quantity and scale of your batch jobs. You can use AWS Batch to run batch computing workloads such as data processing, scientific modeling, and genomics analysis. AWS Batch is ideal for organizations that need to run large-scale batch computing workloads without having to manage the underlying infrastructure. The 10th service we will demonstrate is AWS Wavelength, a service that brings AWS services to the edge of the 5G network, enabling developers to build applications that deliver single-digit millisecond latencies to mobile devices and end users. AWS Wavelength allows you to deploy your applications to the edge of the 5G network so your application can run closer to your end users. This reduces the latency and improves the performance of your application. AWS Wavelength is ideal for applications that require ultra-low latencies, such as gaming, machine learning, and augmented reality. The 11th service we will illustrate is VMware Cloud on AWS, an integrated cloud offering jointly developed by AWS and VMware that delivers a highly scalable, secure, and innovative service that allows organizations to seamlessly migrate and extend their on-premises VMware vSphere-based environments to the AWS cloud running on next-generation Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, Amazon EC2, bare metal infrastructure. VMware Cloud on AWS is ideal for organizations that want to migrate their on-premises VMware workloads to the cloud without having to re-architect their applications or retrain their staff. In conclusion, AWS EC2 and Lambda are two of the most popular Amazon services that provide scalable and flexible cloud computing solutions. EC2 is widely used nowadays, but the popularity of Lambda is also growing. AWS Fargate is ideal for developers who want to run containers without having to manage the underlying infrastructure. Elastic Beanstalk is ideal for developers who want to deploy and manage their web applications and services without having to worry about the underlying infrastructure. AWS Outposts is ideal for workloads that require low latency access to on-premises systems, local data processing, or local data storage. Amazon Lightsail is ideal for small businesses, developers, and students who need a low-cost and easy-to-use VPS. AWS App Runner is ideal for developers who want to focus on their application code and not on infrastructure management. AWS Batch is ideal for organizations that need to run large-scale batch computing workloads without having to manage the underlying infrastructure. AWS Wavelength is ideal for applications that require ultra-low latencies, such as gaming, machine learning, and augmented reality. VMware Cloud on AWS is ideal for organizations that want to migrate their on-premises VMware workloads to the cloud without having to re-architect their applications. That's all for this video. We hope you enjoyed learning about the important AWS compute services that you can use to build, deploy, and scale your applications and workloads in the cloud. Thank you for watching and see you next time.